The assessment that Jane took was the gold standard basic assessment to determine and just evaluate the cognitive and learning capabilities that someone in Jane's age would typically have. And so, with all the different tests and subtests that she took throughout this assessment, the overall score was that she is right in that average range for most of those assessments. And in fact, it shows an overall average that out of 100 people, she scored above 42 of them. And so that's right in that scale of where she would want to be. And some of the highlights were her nonverbal reasoning. This is where she can take pictures and diagrams, and she can use those visuals and process those well to come up with answers. And her verbal reasoning, where she's able to use words and letters and the written instructions, she can work through that to determine answers and outcomes and solutions. And so overall is very encouraging. The one area to look at and for us to continue to monitor is the one area where she scored on the lower than average, not below average, but it was a low average score. And that's her ability to hold information in her short-term memory while processing other information. And so maybe this is a possibility for some of the academic struggles she has, is that as she is able to take information, she's not able to carry that with her as new information is being added to her. And so it's almost like she's getting distracted or losing attention and focus in this area, and it can't carry along with her as this new information is being brought in. And so this is for her ability to remember numbers and other information that you'd have to put together if you're writing an essay, and it just showed to be a bit of a challenge for her. But ways for you and for the school and for us to work together to address some of those and to work on some of that short-term memory and her working memory would be to just encourage her and focus on quality of work and timely completion, ways that she doesn't have to feel rushed through it, ways that maybe even at school or you yourself can walk her through to review the information and help her see it over and over again. And then some tools is to chunk pieces of information and numbers together. So 5, 6, 7, 8, instead of remembering those individually, that becomes 56, 78, and you start piecing that information together to start to build out that short-term memory for her to carry it forward, and looking forward to see those improvements for her.